All right, Lucy, the first thing you got to think about this Opus 88 number 4 first movement, this one right there, right? Make sure you're playing the right piece. This one's the most possible out of all the choices you made, because it's difficult, but it's pretty easy to understand how to learn it on your own, I think. There's a couple things I need to change and help you. But in the beginning, when you're starting this, make sure you can learn this right hand separate pretty well by itself. I think that's a good way to start, but make sure you're counting right when you're learning this. It's in 6/8 time, so it's going to start like this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Okay, it's going to go like this. Eventually, you're going to want the right hand to feel like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, that kind of thing, right? Eventually, if you want to go fast, you don't want to go fast too much right at the beginning. It shouldn't be 1, 2, 1. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You see how fast the 16th notes go if you go that fast? So that's like maybe later when you get the piece going, but right now the key is to play about this tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, when you're learning it, and I wasn't doing everything, I wasn't doing all the dynamics, but once you get a hold of the melody right there, you want to make sure that the articulation is correct. Like the first note, even though it's on the third beat of the first beat, right? 1, 2, 3, 1. Even though it is like that, make sure it's staccato, okay? 1, 2, 3. Staccato. 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 Now, in the second measure, this measure right here, I know it doesn't have a staccato there, but it should, because it should just be like that one, right? That staccato is very subtle. Subtle means like it's not so obvious. You're not going to want to go like this. It's not that kind of a staccato. It's like this. Even the first staccato, the first note of the piece, right, is still going to be like, do you see how that goes? It's just very subtle. That's the key point in learning this piece correctly, is to get that. So when you go fast, you can barely hear the staccatos. You can hear it. It doesn't affect the phrase, right? The staccato doesn't affect the phrase, basically. Okay. All right. So now I can't show you hands together because I'm holding the camera, but the left hand basically before I talk about the left hand, actually, make sure you're playing staccato. I mean, make sure you're playing on your fingertips. This is like the one thing you don't do always when you're first learning a piece, but don't do this. Don't play like that kind of thing. Make sure you're playing on your fingertips. Watch my fingers for a second. but make sure that you're on your fingertips because that's not going to go fast later on. And you got to learn to do that from the beginning of when you learn a piece, okay? So the left hand here is very simple, actually. You can learn these as chords. That fingering right there, that measure right there, that 3-2, I want you to do 3-1. So it looks like this. Like that, okay? Other places, that finger on the next measure, 2, that should be a 1, I think. So it should just look like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. They have that as 3-1, that's correct. So that whole measure should be, I mean, those two measures should look like 1, oops, 1, 2, and same thing here, 3-1. They have 3-2, but you're not going to be able to reach that. Same thing in the next measure, 1, and then 5-3-1. That's correct, the way they have it. Okay. Remember, this measure right here is a little tricky with the left hand. Make sure, even though that's a staccato, that's 2 beats, right? So it's going to go like this. If I'm playing them from the measure before that, it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. And then the right hand's going to pick it up. And then I'm out of rhythm, but and then okay, that last note of the first section right there, that should be a 5 for you. 2, 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, I'm going to play this through. I got to put the phone down, but just listen to how this whole first section kind of goes. See if I think I can play it through. All right, just kind of listen to it. I'm going to put the phone down for a second. Okay, just listen. This is a good tempo for you to get to in the next couple weeks. In order to get to that 5th finger right there, you got to play in between the black keys right there. Okay? All right. The development section, which is the section after the repeat mark, it's from here until where the melody comes back, which is down here, right? So you got about 1, 2, 3.5 lines of stuff, right? About 3 lines of stuff right here. This is the difficult section for reading, so it's going to go a little slower reading than the first part. But there's nothing here I need to show you particularly. Just make sure you learn the left hand right. That spot. Make sure you learn the whole left hand correctly right there. Take time to learn that. You don't have to use 5-3-2 right there. You can use 5-3-1 if you want. But make sure you crawl over and make sure you just get this whole left hand smooth as possible before you start playing hands together. 5-3-1, 5-3-1. Don't forget the B flats. So everywhere where it says 5-3-2, you can use 5-3-1. That's not a problem. All these, they all work with 5-3-1. Okay, so learn it up to here. Well, hence left hand, okay? And the right hand's a similar kind of thing as the beginning. It's just different. You have to be careful with the reading of the notes. and then this arpeggio is what I wanted to talk about before I let you go with all this stuff. Right here, this arpeggio right here, they have the fingering 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. And then they have the same thing, 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can try that fingering. Here's what it looks like. If that seems a little too stretchy for you, you can do this fingering. Watch carefully because you can write this in and try this one too. You can go like this. 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try both of them and see which one you like. So one of them is the one written here, and the other one is going to be 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. So quite different. Okay. And then that's going to come in hand. You got to be able to play that same finger numbers. You got to be able to play it fast like this, right? Sorry. Right, and I really think this other fingering 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 is a lot better for you. Just remember that I told you that and check it, okay? Then that brings you to the recap here, and I'm not going to give you a tutorial from this spot to the end because it's very similar to the beginning, and you should be able to figure that part out, okay? Interesting that they actually put 3, 1 this time. Do you see that? Do you see the finger number 3, 1 for that spot? Left hand that I told you to switch. So anyways, good luck. I think this is totally possible piece for you. It's not very long, but it's considered to be difficult. But I think you can handle this piece on your own and learn it as well as possible, because when I come back on the middle of January, you only really have 2 weeks. So don't wait to memorize stuff. Don't wait to learn hands together. Don't wait to put dynamics in. Don't wait to have questions for me that you can send with your mom. But I would say for the 2 weeks from now, just immerse yourself in the piece and learn it as well as possible first so that I can help you. You know, your mom can record you from above, from keyboard level like this, and you can send a YouTube video to me as well. And if I have time in January, I can check. Especially like I wouldn't expect you to send anything to me until about January 1st. So you need a good 2 weeks to kind of work on this. But I don't know. I think it'd be a good challenge for you. And plus, I think it'd be a very competitive piece if you can learn how to play it right, which is the case with everything. Okay, good luck. Bye, Lucy. Go, Lucy. Go, go, go.